Nearly $300 million worth of confiscated illegal drugs were destroyed in Myanmar's major cities on Thursday to mark the annual International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, officials said. According to Associated Press, the drug burnings came nearly a month after UN experts warned of unprecedented levels of methamphetamine production and trafficking from Southeast Asia's Golden Triangle region and Myanmar's eastern Shan State in particular. The country has long been a major source of illegal drugs destined for East and Southeast Asia, despite repeated efforts to crack down. The UN agency labeled it in 2023 as the world's largest opium producer. In Myanmar's biggest city, Yangon, a massive pile of drugs worth more than $117 million went up in a spectacular blaze. The destroyed drugs included opium, heroin, methamphetamine, marijuana, ketamine and the stimulant known as ice, or crystal meth, Yangon Police Brig General Sein Lwin said in a speech at a drug-burning ceremony. Similar events also occurred in the country's second-largest city of Mandalay, and in Taunggyi, the capital of eastern Myanmar's Shan State, all areas close to where the drugs are produced. A police official from the capital Naypyitaw told the Associated Press that the substances burnt in 3 locations were worth $297.95 million. The official spoke on condition of anonymity because the information has not yet been publicly announced. Myanmar has a long history of drug production linked to political and economic insecurity caused by decades of armed conflict. A fugitive drug trafficker wanted by authorities in Ecuador and the United States was recaptured more than a year after he escaped from prison in the Andean nation. According to Associated Press, José Adolfo Macias, alias Fido, arrived by air at the port city of Guayaquil, where the Minister of the Interior, John Riemberg, said he would be transferred to the prison where he should never have left. He said the criminal boss was found in a bunker in Manta, 258 kilometers southeast of the capital. As soon as Macias disembarked the plane, he was taken to an armored military vehicle amid a large deployment of soldiers. It was not reported whether he would be taken to the maximum security prison, known as La Roca.
Una operación exitosa que tuvimos más de 10 horas de trabajo el día de hoy. Se recibió información por parte de Fuerzas Armadas, se activó el bloque de seguridad trasladándonos hacia la ciudad de Manta. Luego de una operación dimos con la ubicación de alias Fit. Fue ubicado en un domicilio que tenía él en el subterráneo, en un búnker que había construido. Una operación exitosa, hemos podido atraparlo, hoy está en manos de la justicia. Será trasladado a la cárcel de donde nunca debió haber salido.
U.S. President Donald Trump's post-NATO summit press conference is underway. According to Associated Press, the president used his opening remarks to praise a massive precision strike on Iran that he ordered. He again suggested that Iran's nuclear program had been obliterated, despite early U.S. intelligence assessments questioning that. "We call it the 12-day war," Trump said of the conflict between Iran and Israel, adding that the U.S. considers the hostilities concluded. He said the agreement by NATO members to increase their defense spending was a monumental win for the United States.
Well, thank you very much. This has been an honor. And as you know, last weekend the United States successfully carried out a massive precision strike on Iran's nuclear enrichment facilities, and it was very, very successful. It was called obliteration. No other military on earth could have done it, and now this incredible exercise of American strength has paved the way for peace with a historic ceasefire agreement late Monday, and we call it the 12-day war. Spoke to a few people. I guess that just sounded like the right name. It was a 12-day war. And we think it's over. I don't think they're going to be going back at each other. I don't think so. Not only have we dealt decisively with the critical threat of Iran's nuclear program, which was what I wanted. I said, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I've said that for 15 years, long before I decided to do the political thing. But we've also reasserted the credibility of American deterrence, which is like no other. It was a fairly long trip, but worth it. Tremendous things have been accomplished, as you probably noticed. Listened to a lot of wonderful speeches from the heads of a lot of wonderful countries. Over the past 2 days, I was honored to participate in the NATO leaders meeting and also had extremely good individual discussions with the King and the Queen, Secretary General Rutte. The United States accounts for 2/3 of all NATO defense spending, and since I began pushing for additional commitments in 2017, believe it or not, our allies have increased spending by $700 billion. I said to people, you don't have any money, and a lot of them weren't paying. And so I started the process, and I picked it up as soon as I got back, which is 6 months ago. And following my election last November, almost all have accelerated plans to reach the 2%, 3%, 4%, and then ultimately, very quickly, 5%. And all of this is going to be done very quickly, almost immediately. You probably know this as well as I do. I'm sure they've been talking about it. It's really been a big focus. In a very historic milestone this week, the NATO allies committed to dramatically increase their defense spending to that 5% of GDP, something that no one really thought possible. And they said, "You did it, sir, you did it." Well, I don't know if I did it, but I think I did. This will be known as the Hague Defense Commitment, which is pretty good, pretty appropriate. When the allies reach this number, it will add more than $1 trillion a year. Think of that, $1 trillion per year to our common defense, and this is a monument really to victory, but it's a monumental win for the United States because we were carrying much more than our fair share. It was quite unfair, actually. But this is a big win for Europe and for